Okay, electrolysis of molten aluminum oxide for extraction of aluminum. The following three reactions take place: tuck, tuck, and tuck. Which reaction takes place at the positive electrode? Answer B hai. You're saying two only. Positive electrode will take away electrons. So this is giving electrons. This is going to happen at the negative electrode because it's giving it electrons, right? If I want to draw it out, that's not how aluminum ka hota hai, uska different hota hai bahut. But to simplify it, I'll just make it like this. यहाँ पे क्या reaction होगा molten aluminum oxide के लिए? Over here, oxygen will be no. Oxygen is an ion form, right? 2 minus, and it'll turn into O2 gas by giving out 4 electrons because I'm multiplying this by 2 to balance it out. On the other side over here, aluminum ions will receive electrons and it'll turn into aluminum. Okay. Which reaction takes it the positive? Yeah. Okay, this doesn't happen at the positive. This does happen at the positive. Now I think carbon also happens at the positive, no? No, this is going to happen where the oxygen is. Oxygen यहाँ पे produce हो रही होती है, and it can react with the carbon because of the intense heat, and carbon can just burn. So this is only gonna happen here. So you're right. It's two only. Okay, let me just confirm the answer. It's just a fine line. This is question number 5. D. It's 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 5 का D. It's 2 and 3 both. So can P1 की भी इतनी मेहनत क्यों कर रहा क्या? 2B. What are you saying, Ahmed? It's D. Both. I lost my train of thought as well. I think you're right, Ira. I think it should only happen. This shouldn't happen. Can I open the book real quick? Yeah. All right. Let's. Where's my aluminum? Bauxite. Here, na? The oxygen gas bubble reacting with the anode. With the anode only, or even in the book it says anode only. Anode is a. Yeah, it shouldn't be 3. No. The book also is agreeing with you, Ira. It should examiner comments. Candidate choose B alternatively, concentrated their attention solely on the equations showing in the discharge of ions during the electrolysis of aluminum. However, one other reaction, namely the formation of carbon dioxide, takes place at the positive electrode. Oh, yeah, anode is the positive electrode. Okay, sorry. I'm just a little upset. I thought in the middle of the answer, I thought this was where carbon was, right? Oxygen is being produced here, right? And this is the anode. I'm just confused because I'm really angry right now. Sorry. Oxygen is being produced here, and with the intense heat, it'll react with the carbon. So this does happen at the same place where the oxygen is. So this is correct. The answer is D. Actually, it's Ira who confused me because I was just so convinced Ira was right because she's been so confident about it. It's actually Ira's fault. Okay, do you guys get this? Do you guys understand where I was confused? Yes? So it's always good to draw, because it's so easy to get confused. I didn't need to open the book. I was just confused. I just started thinking in my head. This was the anode. This is what the question was talking about. So it's always good to draw. Unless you're very confident. Which gas is most likely to react with limestone? Limestone, we went through this, is actually calcium carbonate, right? Primarily. What gas will react with it? What do you think?
इसका तो बी होगा यार.
हाँ, इसका straightforward है. वो B होगा. Oh, B is not the answer. Carbon monoxide is not acidic, whereas carbon dioxide is, right? Carbon monoxide kills you, even though they're very similar in the name and everything. But know that, fluoride ions are good for your teeth, but fluoride, the chemical, will kill you. So, like sodium is a metal, and sodium ions will literally kill you. So, actually, ions are the good ones. It's the sodium metal that will kill you because it reacts violently. The other way around. Okay, carbon monoxide is not acidic. Carbon dioxide is. क्योंकि Pepsi, right? Pepsi में carbon dioxide उसे fizzy बनाते हैं, carbon dioxide डाल के, so it becomes acidic automatically. Carbon monoxide isn't. Sulfur dioxide is. Another good way to like kind of recall this is the inside of those क्या बोलते थे flukes or flumes. The chimneys हम sulfur chapter कर रहे थे ना, production of sulfur. उसके अंदर sulfur dioxide निकलती है, तो it passes through calcium oxide या calcium वो रख देते हैं उसमें carbonate. I think it was calcium oxide actually, but it was because the gas is acidic, it'll react with anything that's alkaline or anything that acids generally will react with. Limestone, calcium carbonate, acids will love to react with carbonates to produce carbon dioxide. ठीक है? So इसका आंसर है D and not B. Methane is inert, ammonia is alkaline, does not react with carbonates. The answer is, does this make sense? Yes, you guys got it? Got it? You guys got it? Got it, got it, got it. Let us move. Our first organic question for the day. Ye kaun karega? Fatma will give me the answer for this. And she's like, oh no, sir, why did you do this? She's, doing the gulp thing. She'll answer this. Butene is turning into a polymer. What would be the repeat unit for this polymer? Now, I don't think Fatma was there when I did the dancing thing with Bushra, how our hands will open, right? And she hijacked that thing, right? How hands will think like that. If देखो ना butene का कहाँ पे है? Butene का double bond यहाँ पे है. यहाँ से खुलेगा. So what would that molecule look like? Fatma was like, yeah, she got scared. Yeah, I know. Bilal Mustakhan. Hi, Bilal. I didn't say so. I said Fatma. A is the answer? I think you're right. Damn. Oh, it's you. Don't talk to me, Aman. Don't talk to me. Nice. A? Now I accidentally said A. Now everyone's gonna say A. I was actually trying to distract people. Explain, please. I will please explain. Okay. I don't have room, so I shall add a page, which will be gray because I don't have black on me. I am fresh out of black. So this is butene. If you draw it out, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Like, go back to any organic question and just draw it out, have fun, and that's the only way you'll learn it, right? I can tell it to you 10 times, but it's one of those Lego things. Keep talking about it. I think it's CH3. No. CH2, CH3. CH2, CH, yeah. Okay. Now, if I want to draw it more closely, open it up. Oh, sorry. Show the bonds. This is what it's going to look like. Is this too small for the screen? Yeah, whatever. Okay. La 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 da 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 da. यहाँ पे bond खुलता है. Remember the like you guys like some might not know, like I think Fatma didn't, but like someone show it to her after class or something on WhatsApp. Like I'm holding pretend I'm holding two hands with someone, right? Like there's someone, like we're dancing, right? Like the two hands I'm holding it. If I let go one hand and open it like that, the other person can do the same thing. So I should draw it, इस तरीके से अगर I have hands, these are hands to me, and here's the other person, and if I let go of one hand and one hand only, इस तरह मैंने extend कर दिया, and that other person does the same thing, if there was a third person or a fourth person, they could come and either grab this hand or either grab this hand, right? So the way they start opening up, or where they start the connection जहाँ पे होता है ना, वो double bond के पास ही होगा. I hope that logic makes sense, because this is gonna now open up exactly how people in that diagram did. ये एक bond टूटा, and they'll open it up, and I'll show that to you in a more interesting color. इस तरीके से यहाँ पे bond बनेगा. ठीक है. Now this is just a diagram. This is not how the molecule actually is. हमने तो तमीज से straight line में बना दिया है. मैंने बताया ना, real life में तो बहुत टेढ़ा मेढ़ा होता है, और and even like this, इसकी chain भी ना टेढ़ी मेढ़ी यूं करके जा रही होती है, right? So if I try to make a repeat unit out of this, I'll just rearrange these things in a way where it's easier for me to draw. तो मैं rearrange करूंगा तो इस तरीके से कर दूंगा. ठीक है. This carbon is over here, and I'm taking a closer look. I'll move this bond on the side, right? Because उनका replace करने में तो कोई position नहीं होता. I'm just rewriting it. And इसका double bond भी मैं इस तरह ना side में ले आऊंगा, यहाँ पर. तो मैं यहाँ पे ले आता हूँ. ठीक है. इस कार्बन के ऊपर अब क्या क्या लगा हुआ है? एक हाइड्रोजन है which is not highlighted, and this CH2CH3 की chain लगी हुई है. So I'll write CH2CH3 for short to make my life easier, because my main focus is this mechanic, not the luggage it has with it, right? And everywhere right now I'm not showing something connected. There are actually hydrogens there, which I was lazy to draw, and it also looks better that way. It's easier to understand. Once you know this is my repeat unit. और यही चीज ना अपने ऊपर बार बार इस तरह लग रही होगी. Copy this, paste this, and it'll keep on going, right? So this is my repeat unit. I have to find this thing in my set of diagrams. So look, किस तरह है? 2 carbons हैं, और the remaining 2 carbons are on 1 carbon. ठीक है. If I go back here, A was the answer, so and M said so. ठीक है. And this is what it looks like. मैंने इसमें और मेरे बनाए हुए diagram में क्या फर्क है? ये बस उल्टा है. I didn't know ऐसा रखो या ऐसा रखो. I just drew it what it made sense, but these two molecules are technically identical, and I hope that makes sense. But let's take a look at B and criticize B for देखो ये दोनों कार्बन बराबर बराबर में नहीं है जहाँ पे ये joining हो रहा है. So that implies कि there was no double bond to begin with. अगर double bond या तो यहाँ होता, या यहाँ होता, तो ये दोनों कार्बन के open ends होते हैं या इन दोनों के होते हैं. How could it be on opposite ends? Like बीच में एक कार्बन आ जाएगा. Like there's no double bond इस तरीके से जा रहा है, like it's not magic or anything. I mean, yeah, this is the same issue. There are too many carbons in the middle. This can't happen. This can definitely happen, right? But यहाँ पे issue है, let me reverse engineer and turn this back into a molecule. It'll actually form the isomer of butene, which we see a lot. And you'll see why. इसको मैं, let me one at a time transform this back into, ये है CH3, this thing here, CH3. I'm trying to be as visual as I can so you get it. Take it. I'm reversing this. I could easily continue with the explanation, but I'm reversing this so it makes better sense. ठीक है. ये bond यहाँ पे खुला. You know, इस तरह खुला हुआ है. There are two dancers which hands open, so they open like this. अगर आपने, you know, reverse कर रहे हैं ना, like if they're like these are the two people, so यहाँ पे bond खुला होगा. So I remove these two opened bonds and I tell them, यार ये शुरू में तो ऐसे हुआ होगा. इस तरह they're placed. Okay. Now this makes sense. This is the molecule. I don't need to do anything, but maybe like rewrite it in a way which it makes more sense. Now, note right now I'm not changing the molecule at all, right? I'm just writing it where it starts making, to look at it, it makes more sense. And I'll take a closer look and I'll realize it's just an isomer of butene and it's not the straight chained butene which we were talking about. मैंने इस तरह इन दोनों को जगह चेंज कर दी. Double bond. And how do I know it's an isomer? I do that pen trick, ना? मैंने सारे कार्बन को एक लाइन में join करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I cannot do it without lifting up my pencil or doubling back. Whereas over here, the one I drew is just a straight line. So no matter, इसको भी मैं टेढ़ा मेढ़ा करके लिख दूँ, like this carbon, this carbon, this carbon, this carbon, right? It's one straight chain. These are one straight chain because I don't have to lift the pencil up. I don't have to double back. So these two, even though they're molecularly, they're, you know, number of carbons and hydrogens are completely identical, they're actually isomers. So ये चीज आपको कभी ये बना के नहीं दे सकती. Does that make sense? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Ira says clap clap. Thank you. Okay, people get it? Good. Rida, is there a snake react? Rida? Yeah. I think the next time this class ends, we'll just end it there because, you know, first class back, we have plenty of time. We'll take it easy. The other thing is, I'm wondering, do let me know. यार तुम लोग एक तो बात करते नहीं हो. Like, I mean, maybe you don't have thoughts and opinions. That's one thing, or maybe you're just very shy. But let me know if you want more recordings, more live classes, choti live classes. I also sent an email saying if you have a problem in a particular chapter, I can do a one-on-one. One-on-one is just like, you know, maza nahi aayega. Maybe 2-on-1, 3-on-1, you know, 3 बच्चे आ जाएं, 2 बच्चे आ जाएं. Yeah, मुझे, or maybe like, sir, electrochemistry revise करवा दें. And whoever wants to do electrochemistry का revision, show up on one class. This is exclusive of the revision classes I have twice a week. ठीक है? More focus on moles question, we can do that. Yeah, ठीक है, done. Moles का, we can start with a moles revision. ठीक है? Let me know क्या chapters वगैरह, maybe send me an email. I have time right now, I can give you more time for like revision and everything. Moles करना है, ठीक है. Moles का मुझे ना बता दो क्या करना है. Like, do you want to do simple titration? We haven't focused on, and titration तो MCQs में आएगा नहीं. So I'm like, अच्छा, everyone's interested in moles. चलो, let's do a mole. अच्छा, next class let's do a moles revision सब कुछ. ठीक है, because a lot of people are saying it. Is that okay? And it's optional. Saturday होगी. Electrolysis, we can do it after moles. So moles is the most basic thing. We'll go sequential. So moles अगर हम कर रहे हैं Saturday को, let's not go back, right? Moles से पहले क्या chapter होता है? Moles is like, you know, different from everything else. But we'll talk about it. Let's do moles on Saturday. That'll be fun. Let's move on. Moles, speak of the devil. Please, करिए. There was only one slight confusion in this. Someone explain to me what the confusion was after giving me the answer. Yeah, if you ever guys come to Cedar College, you know what? I think I'll buy like, kitne bachche yahan pe? 10. I think I'll at this point buy earphones for all of you. Just collect them from Cedar College or wherever. Maybe I can get delivered and just get earphones, you know, so we can talk. आपको क्यों कॉलेज जाना है अगले हफ्ते? I have an online friend from 2019 इसलिए कॉलेज में जा रहा है. Oh, you want to meet him? Okay. Okay. You फैल गए ना, सोहा तो फैल गए. Cream. Just, can we have earphones in our next class? I'll get everyone earphones. Let me know who doesn't have earphones. I'll just like put it somewhere. You know, I'll even put it on the PCHS campus. Just get earphones, guys. Bahut ho gaya. You know, it's faster that way, and it's like also, yo, bro. जवाब दे कोई इसका. Sir. Yes. यार DM क्यों करते हो यार? Like it's unfair. It's just. It just looks weird to someone who doesn't know what's going on. Like, yeah, banda better, better. You know, what is he talking about? Why am I assuming classes will continue online? Because you definitely don't want to get, because dude, like Cedar College में Cedar College की classes हो रही हैं, then आपकी भी classes होंगी, then you want to come on Saturday for a chemistry class, right? Hybrid classes, I'm completely against it. I probably will just outright say no to hybrid classes. I don't want people online and offline at the same time. I'll never focus on the online kids. No one does. I don't know who does it. Maybe give me one name. Give me one teacher who focused on the online kids when there were kids sitting in front. Nahi hota. I don't think anyone did that. It's just such a, you know, you have to relearn how to take class. The answer is B. I think you're right.
Answer C.
Answer C. What is the mass 2? 9. C nahi hai. C nahi hai. D hai. Pretty sure D hai. Look at the examiner comment for this. Try to figure it out on your own. Try to figure it out on your own. देखो, atomic mass of chlorine. Now, यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी confusion है, especially gases में. When you talk about gases, you sometimes talk about the atom or the molecule. When you say chlorine gas अगर मेरे पास एक container में, वो किस form में होगी? Molecule form में या atomic form में? Fatma just, you know, schooled Ira. Yeah. Fatma just going, wow, Fatma. Oh, yeah. See, so this is मैं इस पे बहुत रोया था आप लोगों के साथ, right? You guys need to know this. Chlorine atom, ये देखो, it's that if अगर पहले line नहीं होती ना लिखी हुई, you guys would have gotten the answer correct. More probability. Like agar if 50% got this answer correct, 80% would get it correct if the first line wasn't there. You see what's happening? अरे खैर हो गई. Yeah. ठीक है. This is I won't explain it. I think everyone gets it. What I'm talking about. When you say chlorine gas or oxygen gas आपको naturally किस तरह मिलती है? It's diatomic. You won't call it a gas when it's atomized. You just call it atomized chlorine. And we shall move on now. अच्छा, Saturday को तो I don't think online class or physical class होगी. And what do you guys think? Will you guys start coming to school if it's physical? आज meeting भी है ना? So I'm guessing Atika can't because you're in Kenya. Can't or won't, Atika? Can't or won't? Oh, you are in Kenya, yeah. I heard Abdullah say out like, oh, she's in Kenya or something. Like he was like, she doesn't have internet. I actually say if it works, it works. You know, like I think my classes will be okay. I don't know about others or this or that. There's also recordings. I'm also giving you revision classes. Of course, I won't be able to do that when it's physical. And physical, I think you'll get tired a lot quicker. 9:30 pe, you know, you show up and kya 3 baje फारिग हो रहे हो, कब हो रहे हो? I don't know. And also a new campus, this and that. It's just too much halchal for a month of schooling. But and it's just MCQs, guys. That's like you know. What's the answer to this? 4 oxides are added separately to aqueous sodium hydroxide, which is alkaline. It's a basic क्या बोलता है, hydroxide. All hydroxides are basic, more or less, or amphoteric. Aluminum oxide, carbon dioxide. Which oxides will react with aqueous? So you got to look for acidic oxides, or acidic नहीं तो कौन से? Amphoteric oxides, अगर आपको याद है, एक होती है चीज alkaline, एक होती है चीज acidic. Amphoteric are certain compounds which, you know, play with both, right? Amphoteric aluminum oxide is the poster child for amphoteric compound. It will react. It will behave like an acid. It will react like an acid when it's exposed to an alkali, and it will react like a base when it's exposed to an acid. So over here, carbon dioxide we discussed earlier is acidic in nature. Definitely, it will react with sodium hydroxide. फिर आपके पास aluminum भी आ गया. Copper will not. Magnesium oxide will should also. So magnesium oxide. Oh no, sorry. Magnesium is alkaline. ना मैं भी crackpot हूँ. It's alkaline. Confuse हो गया था. Yeah. This one. This is alkaline. Group 1, group 2. Right? They're all alkaline. So this is group 2. This is alkaline. Yeah. ठीक है? So the correct answer is 1 and 2. So I don't know if I have only one class per day. Am I your class per day? Am I your one class? No, I don't have it every day. Okay. Yes, just science. You're taking science. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice, yeah, Fatma. Nice, yeah. Wow. Okay. What? How much time do we have? 9:30. We just crossed 10:30, and we should end at 11, right? So we're making good time. Barely doing questions because I think first day I was more excited to make jokes than do questions. Anyway, where substance is given physical state is found at the bottom of the blast furnace. You let me know. This is sorry, blast furnace ka aluminum. You guys need to revise that. It's more, ratta. And if you read it once again, if you have the book Complete Chemistry, I also put the PDF there. It has a really nice summary tables of those these two processes: the aluminum extraction and the iron extraction in the blast furnace and the electrolysis. So do go over those metal extractions. Revise this. Just read through it. Metal extraction of iron, and aluminium. Aluminium. Atika, and can you do this aluminum or aluminium? B. Yep, you're right. Calcium carbonate is.
I think they use both.
What? What?
I think they use both, but like I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. It's like, is that one of those Commonwealth things? No. What is Kenya anyway? Like, do they have a football team? I think I used to play as Kenya when I had FIFA. I don't know what. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, probably did. You probably did.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think.
But they just like.
I just thought they would like be good or something. Huh? B.
They're okay. I don't think they play any sports.
They don't play any sports. I don't know. I can't make out what you're saying. Okay, but does anyone want me to explain this? I think it's ratta. Like you read it once, you're like, oh, it's a calcium. So like it's at the bottom. Calcium carbonate is something you add for the process to improve the extraction of iron from iron ore, because you add carbon dioxide, right? Just go through that again. I don't want to be the one to explain it again because I hate it. TK, is that okay? Or if you want me to explain it, it's my job, so I will explain it. Soa says yes. But do read this again. You'll find your boost in confidence will drastically increase once you do it. Please read it before, Saturday's class. Not that we'll be doing that. This is a nice question. This is a purely A-level question. I'd see this in A-levels. It's so confusing. You're like, what? And it's only one fact that will tell you, oh, it's only one fact that will tell you, oh. And it's a pretty obvious fact, but like there's so much confusion going on. Table hai, ye kya kare, and yeah. H displaces copper. Does it? Yes, it will. It's more reactive. Usuka, high. Yeah, it will. The answer is A. Why do you think it's A? The gas is insoluble. Huh?
नाइट्रोजन insoluble होती है.
Exactly. Nitrogen. That's the only answer. If you look, Z, the easiest way to solve this is nitrogen is insoluble. How do I know it's soluble? 78% of the atmosphere is nitrogen, and I never had, oh, my water has too much nitrogen. So I'm pretty confident. I don't know it as a fact, but like I'm pretty confident nitrogen isn't an issue. Okay. Carbon monoxide is insoluble as well, Vasa. Oxygen is soluble. Hydrogen you hear less about. Okay. Carbon monoxide is also insoluble. So, okay, I was reading this wrong. Carbon monoxide is also, carbon dioxide is soluble. So the answer you can debate is between A and B, right? C and D are definitely out. Maybe if you want to bring C in, but D is definitely out because, you know, how would fish breathe then? Okay. Once you know this, what else can you do? What gas, where's the other gases, XYZ? Aqueous sodium hydroxide. It's a reactor. It's an alkaline solution. Okay. So that means carbon dioxide will not pass. And Emil said earlier in a DM, hydrogen, if it passes over copper oxide, it'll displace it because reactivity series. So that's a reactivity series, acid and base reaction, and just plain solubility. Okay. So what do we have as options? How do I rule out B? Gas X, oxygen. Oxygen will go through all of this and be collected over here, but it will also dissolve over here, right? So oxygen is out. Hydrogen ka bhi, I don't think it dissolves nearly as well. I think ever so slightly, so it's considered insoluble. So it'll also be here, but it doesn't matter because oxygen is ruled out. And then the correct answer is, the only viable answer is, yeah. Carbon monoxide can also end up at Z, but then more or less you have, for option B, you have at least two gases showing up as Z. You're not filtering or processing it out. Carbon monoxide, does it displace it? I think it will. It's a strong oxidizing agent. I don't know about carbon monoxide. You have two schools of thought. At one point, it should take away the oxygen. No, it's a strong reducing agent. Yeah. Then I think it will. Yeah. Carbon monoxide will definitely, but like that's something we shouldn't worry about too much, that reaction. But I think, yeah, carbon monoxide will react with copper oxide and get removed from there. Okay. Next question. Any questions from this? Not the best explanation here. Any questions over here? Should I explain it one more time? Padma, Atika, Soha, people are like, okay, move on. Is that, I'm gonna say that's what the tick means, right?